Hey everyone, how you doing? Welcome to Arsenal Fan TV, and this Wednesday night Champions League football is back at the Emirates Stadium, a game that I've thoroughly been looking forward to since the draw was made. Arsenal against Monaco in the last 16. Considering who we've got in the past, ties against Barcelona, AC Milan and Bayern Munich most notably, this is certainly a favourable draw for us. Now, of all the teams we possibly could have gone, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, this draw is so favourable, and I'm so grateful that we've got this opportunity to go on and progress in a tournament that we're not really renowned for doing that well in. One thing that I'd absolutely love this season for us is to do a good Champions League run, hopefully get to the semi-finals at least. We've been presented with an opportunity to reach the next round of the tournament, starting with AS Monaco at home. The most important thing is in this game not to concede. That's obviously what Monaco are going to be thinking as well, but if they were to get an away goal, it would kind of spell disaster for us unless we were able to really counteract that with a good 3-4-1 victory or something. It's vital that we don't concede. Obviously, I don't need to tell you that, but it is of massive importance that we don't do that. Monaco this season have been so renowned for keeping clean sheets, having good defensive performances. They barely concede goals, and that's what the basis of their group stage success was. They built from the back. They didn't score that many goals. They haven't got an array of talent going forward. Of course, they lost James Rodriguez and Radamel Falcao in some of their two most influential and creative players departed the club, and they've gone on to different clubs. But obviously, they built from the back. They do get the occasional goal, and I don't know if you want to regard it as luck, because they have put in very good defensive performances against worthy opposition. I mean, they barely conceded in the French league at the moment, and they've done well to top the Champions League group, and they're going to make it very difficult for us to get past them in this game. One thing that I'm really looking forward to seeing is it's one of the best attacks in Europe, with Alexis Sanchez, Mesut Ozil, Theo Walcott, etc. bombing forward against one of the best defences in Europe, and this is what the Champions League is all about. It should be a really, really exciting game. A few injuries that Monaco have got. Toulon is absent for this game. I can't quite remember if he's injured or suspended, but he's not going to be featuring for them, and that's an area of the pitch where they're maybe a little bit exposed. Kondogbia is going to occupy that defensive midfield role, and I feel that we have a great opportunity to expose him. He's had kind of an out-of-sorts season for Monaco. He started the season off not that great, and he's starting to come into some form now, starting to cement his place in the team, but I still think that we have an opportunity to expose their midfield and their defence. I feel that their defence hasn't really been tested. Although they play decent teams, I don't think the French league is comparable to the English team English teams in terms of quality. And in the Champions League, they could have been faced with much harder opponents. But I think this is a good opportunity to expose their defence, and hopefully, if we can get one goal, and hopefully they'll start flooding in. And it's just important at any point in the game, I'll reiterate that we don't concede in this fixture. The most creative player for them is most arguably João Moutinho. He's an excellent player. I don't need to tell you quite how quality he is. We've seen him before at Porto, and it's a bit of a surprise that he's actually remained at Monaco, considering the talented players that have left the club in the summer, but he's one of their most influential players. If Coquelin can take him out of the game, then we have a great opportunity to really get them where it hurts, and I feel that we're able to do that. I feel that Coquelin, considering he's been putting in such good performances, excellent opportunity for him to prove himself on the big stage in this game. Up top, Monaco will, I'm assuming, be lining up with Dimitar Berbatov, and I think that honestly, our defence shouldn't have a problem coping with him. Of course, I think he's going to be fired up for this game. Ex-Tottenham, ex-Man United player, coming back to England. He'll want to prove a point. He'll want to show that he's still got it. But he's 34 years of age. He's scored 6 goals in 18 appearances for Monaco, which is a decent record, but he's nowhere near as prolific as he once was. He's nowhere near the player he once was, but he's still talented. He's still got a bit of quality under his belt, and he is going to be a threat in this game. So I think I think anything can happen in this game. Like Wenger said, it is a 50-50 kind of game, but I think that we should. I don't want to say we're just about edgy, because I do think that we can convincingly beat this Monaco side, but I don't want to underestimate them. They do have the potential to score goals against us, and as we've already seen, they barely concede, and they're going to be very well drilled in this fixture. They're not going to want to concede. I reckon they'll try and hold out for a 0-0 if possible and try and catch a lucky goal, and I think that they're going to, I'm not going to say part of the bus, but I do think they are going to put in a very strong defensive performance, and that's what I'm expecting from them. Our job is to break them down and get the goals that we've got to get. It's vitally important that we go to Monaco in a couple of weeks' time with an advantage to our name. So the Arsenal team that I want to see, actually, just before I get into that, the goalkeeping situation, that's something that's been so heavily scrutinised in recent weeks. Who will start this game, Szczesny or Ospina? And I'm going to be controversial. I would love to see, I wouldn't love to see it, but I would like to see Szczesny start this game. That's not because Ospina's been playing poorly as such, it's just that I think errors of his game are starting to become noticeable. His height and the parrying are the two ones that are becoming clear to me. Szczesny is a good keeper. He's proved that in recent years. Of course, he had a great defence behind him last season. He's got a good defence in front of him, should I say, this season as well. He shared the Golden Glove with Petr Cech last season. He can make some miraculous saves. I think he's got to prove a point. Smoking in the showers at Southampton. Don't want to bring it up again, but it is something that's completely unacceptable. He doesn't have a place at Arsenal Football Club, and I think that this is a good opportunity for him on the world stage to really make a point and put in a solid performance, keep a clean sheet. It's going to be because I don't think that Monaco are going to have enough attacking talent to really test our goal more than like 5-6 times in this fixture. Of course, like I say, I'm not underestimating them, but that's what I'm realistically expecting. It should be a comfortable game for him, and he should do his job. I just think it would be exciting to see Wojciech Szczesny come back into the team in what is a very important game for us. But saying that, I'd be more than happy to see David Ospina start. But the team that I'd like to see from Arsenal in full is Wojciech Szczesny in goal, Hector Bellerin at right back, Per Mertesacker, Laurent Koscielny, Kieran Gibbs, Francis Coquelin, Danny Welbeck, Mesut Ozil, Santi Cazorla, Alexis Sanchez and Olivier Giroud. That team is full of talent going forward. Olivier Giroud is firing on all fronts at the moment. He's got an incredible goal record for us this season, considering the amount of time that he's been off the pitch, and it kind of makes me feel a bit sceptical, wondering if he hadn't got that injury against Everton, how well and how prolific could he have been for us in that couple of months that he was out of the game. But he's firing on all fronts now. He's playing some really good football. With Danny Welbeck on one flank, Alexis Sanchez on the other, Mesut Ozil and Santi Cazorla putting the strings in that 4-1-4-1 formation, I think we've got enough attacking talent to devastate that Monaco defence and really put them in their place in this game. I'm thoroughly looking forward to it. I would like to see Danny Welbeck start with Theo Walcott as well. I haven't really brushed on that, but I think Welbeck is keeping Walcott out of the side at the moment. Yeah, he's not the most prolific of players by any means. Welbeck doesn't score that many goals, but his contribution to the team at the moment is second to none. He was heavily involved in both of the goals at Crystal Palace. He works tirelessly for the side. I think in a game where we may have to defend strongly at points, he's going to provide a bit more than Theo Walcott will. And then we've got the excellent opportunity to bring on someone like Theo Walcott in the latter stage of the game to punish Monaco when they're tiring with that speed and presence that he's got. It's a great game for all people associated with Arsenal at the moment. Again, I'm thoroughly looking forward to, and it gives us that chance to progress in the tournament that I really would like to see us do well in. Anyway, guys, those would be my thoughts on the upcoming fixture against Monaco this Wednesday evening. If you have enjoyed the video, please do smash that like button, subscribe to Arsenal Fan TV, and do check out my own channel, AFC Game by Game. Hopefully we can get the win, and I'll speak to you soon.